Recording in progress.
So good morning and welcome to the Mindfulness Tree Meditation community as we gather to meditate this morning on this cold, snowy day and having good warm thoughts. So many thanks to Jeremy who was leading last week, and for he did the review of many of the chapters up till this point, and I listened to the recording. So a bow to him, and so we're going to begin with our opening meditation. Ah, there he is, Jeremy. We just thanked you. So we're going to, before our opening meditation, what I'm going to do is share with you the 5 remembrances. And this is a practice that I do often when I'm meditating by myself. And this is sort of a nice way to begin. So I will invite the bell. And Thich Nhat Hanh writes this about the 5 remembrances. These 5 remembrances help us to identify and look deeply at the seeds of fear. They can be recited daily, read aloud as a guided meditation, or used as a silent meditation by individual practitioners. So the first, I am of a nature to grow old. There is no way to escape growing old. I am of the nature to have ill health. There is no way to escape having ill health. I am of the nature to die. There is no way to escape death. All that is dear to me and everyone I love are of a nature to change. There is no way to escape being separated from them. I inherit the results of my actions of body, speech, and mind. My actions are my continuation. Listen, listen. The sound of the bell calls me back to my true home. And so I invite you to arrive, to settle, to welcome yourself to your true home. And so I invite you to make an intention or a motivation, perhaps asking yourself, why did I come? Why am I here at this moment? Before we can let go of our ego, that rigid, solid identity, we need to be aware of what is present right now. A lot of things have happened over this past week or two. And some of those things we might name as Renee, Alex, Minnesota, Maine. And so we acknowledge in this time of meditation what is present. It might be grief, anger, hopelessness. And we note how that feels in the body. Just notice where that is, whether it's in the shoulders, the face, the chest, the hands. And all of those emotions that might fill us at this time are part of the ego. And when we say let go of the ego, it doesn't mean that we don't care deeply, but that we can release that which doesn't serve us, to step back so that we can be truly present for ourselves, for family, friends, and community. And the way to let it go might be simply coming to the breath. That on the inhale and the exhale, we can be truly present. And with each breath, perhaps notice a relaxing of the shoulders, a softening of the face, an unclenching of the hands, and maybe even a sense of lightness. Notice that sense of lightness with each breath as it offers the opportunity of peace and calm. Perhaps it's possible to realize that you are not your thoughts. You are not the grief or the anger or the hopelessness or even the aspects of your personality that feel so solid at so many times. What is left is the real you, the observer of those thoughts and emotions. And with every breath, we can gently let go of the ego, bringing kindness and compassion to ourselves and for others. It's as if we are like being a little child who hasn't who hasn't yet experienced the messiness of the world, without self-judgment, without judgment of others, just here, now, with wonder. Resting in the breath, letting go of the ego, even if it's just for a few seconds. And if thoughts or thinking arise, that's okay. And just allow yourself to observe them. Again, observing the thinker. And now, imagine that you are the observer of the grief, of the anger, of the helplessness and hopelessness. And simply rest with the I don't know mind. I don't know. And I don't have to solve this all right at this moment. And rest in that. Then I invite you to recall your intention, your motivation of why you are here. And just see if that still rings true for you. And if it does, allow that to be an intention for the rest of your day of being present, but not consumed. And so as we come to the end of this formal sitting meditation, I'm going to share with you a poem that is entitled, At the Shore of Thought. I measured the world through thought. I searched for the meaning of pain, named each choice, and built bridges into the future. I wrapped myself in words, covered my fears with answers. Aboard the vessel of thought, I tried to cross past and future. But one day I brought the boat to shore and listened to the sound of the waves. Light traced the surface of the water. Wind turned the underside of the leaves. In a time unclaimed by any voice, I simply existed. I slipped off my shoes, placed my bare feet on the sand. Cool grains sank from heel to toe, receiving the weight of my body. The wind touched my cheek like a soft, dimensional cloth, outlining me gently. So this is what it means to be alive, to feel. Then I realized I had become thinking itself. But there on the shore, another me existed, one that simply was. Before interpretation, the world already held color, scent, and moments that gently unfasten the heart. A joy beyond explanation. A peace born not of understanding, but of acceptance. Awareness is the shift of an angle. It is the quiet confirming you are ready enough as you are. I discovered this, that even beyond thought, life still blossoms quietly. And I walk on, pressing the shore's sand beneath my feet, meeting the wind, the light, choosing both thought and feeling in the freedom in between them. So thank you for your practice, for your presence during these extraordinary times. And so we're going to move into our walking meditation, so you get to choose where you're going to do that in your own setting for the next few minutes. And one thing I wanted to just mention was I've been reading the book Don't Believe Everything You Think by Joseph Wynn, and he makes a distinction between thought, which is a noun, and thinking, which is a verb. And so as you walk, perhaps, you can do whatever practice is helpful for you, but to think about even that poem where there is color, scent, moments that come as a thought, but then when we grasp onto it and begin thinking, that's when things change and we start believing what we're thinking. So keep that in mind as we move into walking meditation, and I'll see you back here in about 10 minutes. So thank you for your practice.